You need a goal, you need a plan, you need to know what's up ahead. But I know nothing, nothing at all. You need a goal, that's what they say, but I don't know, and that's okay. But I know one thing, you just gotta try. So try, 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 try again. Fall, 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 fall flat on your face, and maybe one day something will stick. Try, 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 try again. Fall, 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 fall flat on your face, and if you don't like it, just try something different. Maybe you should draw, maybe you should sing, maybe you should try something on a whim. And I know one day you'll find something you love. Maybe you should teach, maybe you should reach even higher than you think you can ever achieve. And I know one thing, I know nothing at all. So try, 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 try again. Fall, 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 fall flat on your face, and maybe one day something will stick. Try, 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 try again. Fall, 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 fall flat on your face, and if you don't like it, just try something different. So try, 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 try again. Fall, 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 fall flat on your face, and I know one day something will stick. Try, 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 try again. Fall, 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 fall flat on your face, and if you don't like it, just grow some beans. Take
Hello chat, how are you? My headset isn't on. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I, of course, am Tri-Blade. We're gonna play with Legos because we're real adults. Or at least I am. I don't know about you. I put socks on my desk and then I put them away! Anyway, hello. Lego stream. I'm kind of cold, even though it's kind of hot outside. Hope you guys have had a good week. I've done far more traveling than I've wanted to. I also want socks on my feet because they're cold. One moment, please. Okay, now, hello Rain, hello Kleidos, hello Huggy Bear. I don't think I did that yet, right? Surely not. Surely I haven't lost that many of my marbles. I don't know that we'll sit here. I might keep the Christmas playlist going and we can go insane listening to the same, like, 4 songs. But at least we'll be going insane together. And we'll put our Legos together and then contemplate the idea of, I don't know, maybe doing something else. Lego stream, let's go, or should I say Lego? Whatever you want to say. You can say, you know, you're allowed. Do I need to stop talking now? No, no, you can keep talking. You're allowed. I'll permiss it. We're having fun today, so perhaps a little bit of shenanigans is fine. I do think that we're gonna go over to the game screen and I'll just make the... Will I? Ooh. Ooh, okay. Hear me out. What if I went here, right? Okay, they call me the Giga Brain because my brain is Giga. Okay. I don't know, let me know if you guys think I'm going to adjust this slightly. Oh, ignore what you're saying. Ignore what you're saying. Ignore what you're seeing. Okay, okay. That's good, right? Like, that's acceptable. You can see stuff. How? Okay, yeah, you got, that's like, it's almost like I pre-cropped this beforehand and it's actually set up right. Don't look too close at my hands. They're disgusting. Let me move this over here. I do have to do one thing, which is I have to, well, how long do I have? Because I have been, okay, I have until the 5th of January. Okay, I can wait a little bit. I have been convinced to play Disgaea. And since they're on sale, I figure I'll get Disgaea 1 and 2. And then at some point in the new year, we'll try 1 or 2 of them. So I want to put those on my wish list before I forget. How do you spell Disgaea, chat? Okay. AEA 2. Who decides how to spell this stuff? I do distinctly remember someone pronouncing it Disgaea, like unironically saying that, but what do I know? Apparently Mon Bazal version 1.0 is also released. That's exciting. Bigger and faster boat. They've added fishing. Do you guys want to go play Mon Bazal? I like fishing. Paved road to Sugar Shack. Steam achievements. Hidden camper shell. hand reveal? Hands have been revealed for a while. Yeah, okay. Sugar Shack pump switch? Okay, that's new. That's just... Police radar detector added. Fences can be purchased and placed. You can now buy multiple bolt packs per day at Roger's shop. A fuel gun at the tow dock for boat. Town dock, that says town. Towing truck can now rescue boats. Did they put does the tow truck come with its own pontoons? Yeah, but I was texting someone, so I wasn't paying attention entirely. That's fine. Metal bolts now sold. Scroll in third person. Sugar Shack tubing will be red if not connected. You can walk on the bolt while it's moving. It's better than terra firma, Greg. Change water depth to be the same everywhere so nothing can be lost in the water. If you had something okay. Wooden keg and outdoor planter can now be burned. We can have a bonfire. Doesn't that sound exciting? What is a pontoon? Okay. So, if you... I don't know which one of these to use. Let's use this blank pen that I got from... Okay. So, if you take, right... In the olden days, and they still do this nowadays, in certain places, they need a temporary bridge for whatever reason. So you have bridge here, right? This is a really good bridge, right? That's your bridge, right? The bridge needs to float somehow. And this isn't specifically just for these. There's specifically pontoon boats. But basically you would have, think like 55-gallon drums or something of that variety. And they would just be hollow drums every so often. Like that. They would all be a uniform size, but these things down here would all be pontoons, and these are what cause the bridge to float. You can put pontoons on lots of things if you're so inclined. I believe technically the landing gear on seaplanes are also pontoons of some variety. Probably. I don't know about seaplanes. They might be called something different, but in effect, they're just a pontoon. Bridge looks like a disabled frying pan. Yeah, okay, that's good. Someone knows things. But pontoons are basically just flotation devices. I found that out recently and was surprised because I only knew it in relation to boats. Yeah, pontoons are used for a lot of things. But pontoon bridges were and still are a very common way, especially for militaries, where engineers will need to come up and set up a bridge for something. They'll set up a pontoon bridge normally. At least in the olden days. I'm not so sure about nowadays. I might do something different. Pontoons are pretty cool. But a pontoon boat is basically just a large platform. Think kind of like that. And then it's got a large pontoon over here. And a large pontoon over here. And then normally the outboard would sit kind of there-ish, and then you would have the propeller on the back, and it would, you know, this is from the back, so, you know, it would be going away from where my pen is right now. Of course, they're gonna have different fronts and different backs on them to help with aquadynamics? Going through water, I don't know what it's called. I know it's aerodynamics for everything that goes through the air, but anyways. I'm glad you guys could actually see that in pen. I was worried that I would have to get a marker or something. Because even though the pen is about the same color as the grid, I can't make out the grid very well. But anyway, we're not here for pontoons. Also, look at this, look at this compass I got. Isn't that fancy? I got it for like $2 at Walmart. Never once used it. Don't ever plan to or hope to. I also have a paper clip and a... Why do I have a staple for? Anyways. Put that back over there. We're here for Legos. Which means this has to go away. I am gonna open something to distract myself periodically. Because today is Nina's 5-year streaming anniversary. Which if I had thought and planned better, I would have had this stream another day. Or something like that. But anyway, we're here. We're gonna start by doing a couple of... No. We'll do the Christmas tree since that's what the main drag attraction, however you want to say it, for today is. You're gonna see my cord for a second, maybe. And then if we have time, we'll do some of the advent calendar things. I also have no idea how big this is actually gonna be. Just trying to whip it out kind of fancy like. But we'll start with this and such things. And can I move that up out of the... Thank you. We'll move that up out of the way. I'm gonna sip coffee. I can't wait for Try to drop it once and have to spend another 2 hours building. You know, I might drop a lot of things in my life. I've never once dropped a Lego set. Because I'm not... I was gonna say not a coward, but there's another word that I'm thinking, but I can't actually think of it. Clown, fool. What was that? Something just touched my thigh and rolled away. That's the wrong mouse. Where's my mouse? Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, who touched my thigh and why? Where did it go? I guess it's just not real, whatever it is. Alright. If we get later, you know, we get halfway through, and I'm missing something. It ran away. Can't believe I was groped by a Lego set. Can we see the coffee? You can't see it, and I'm not gonna... Well, I can kind of tilt it a little bit like that. You can see the nice design on my Longwood Gardens mug. This is the only mug I can drink from left-handed and have it actually do what it's supposed to, sort of. It was also like $30, which is ridiculous for a cup, but honestly, it's my favorite cup, and everyone who gets to use it says they love it. Anyways. Are none of these numbered? I might need to get a tray to dump these into. Sad that it's kind of cheap for basic needs nowadays. I bought this cup like 7 years ago. It was really expensive then, and it's still kind of expensive now. Just saying. Yeah, I've had that cup for longer than I've been streaming. Yeah, none of these are numbered. Okay, well... What do I put it in? I don't have a tray in here, I don't think. Hold on. Here, you can look at my headset. One moment, please. Alright, I found the grodiest tray I could manage, which that's mostly a lie. I have specifically 4 times like this, a green, well, an ugly green fiberglass tray that I don't know where it is. Do I know where it is? I don't know where it is. Anyway. So we're gonna put spare parts sort of up there. If they'll fit. Because is it gonna give me what I need for what? Why are there 2? Yeah. Oh, so we get this one or these 2. Alright, I don't want that. We want the big one. That's what we're here for. We want the big tree. If it's a Christmas tree, it's gotta be huge. I don't need to know any of this stuff. Okay, yeah. Normally it says dump them one out at a time. Personally, I find it hard to believe that you've let many people use your favorite mug. I don't let them. People just take it sometimes. Like, this mug has sort of... Oh, that was almost bad. Has sort of morphed. Like, some people just don't wash their mugs out of... I don't know if it's, like, solidarity or what. But some people just don't do that. And, like, my sister, all the time, would run off with my mugs sometimes. Until she started getting her own. But I love that mug. Sometimes, and you know, sometimes of course guests are here or whatever, and they'll just, you know, if it's a family friend or something like that, we just let them have, you know, free range of our cupboards and all that good stuff. Also, I think my mom, the one time my mom took it, but anyway, back to what I was saying. For a while, you know, my sister or whoever would just take that mug. And so I just lived in my room for the longest time, and it just didn't get washed because, well, it did get washed, but it was more of like only when no one was around. Imagine someone drops the mug. Honestly, if someone dropped that mug, I might have to kill them if they destroyed my favorite mug. And if I dropped it myself, I would have to commit ritual suicide in penance, whatever that word is, for the sin I have committed of destroying my favorite mug. And I'm not going back. Well, for starters, I doubt there's any more, like, at Longwood Gardens, but also I'm not going back to Longwood Gardens to get another, because it's expensive to even get into Longwood Gardens, not including how much the cup costs and traveling expenses. Soon I will have ceramic food-safe glue. I don't mean this to be mean, but that kind of sounds like something you would want to have handy. And honestly, I might invest in some too because I dropped the mug earlier today. Unrelated to that one, my mom has curry and Ives dishes. And she doesn't use the cups, but I do because they're nice and small and splendid if you want like a small drink or something. I don't know, man. Alright, we're gonna leave these undone for, leave these still together for now. Probably have to buy it at 50 bucks this time. We're back to, I wouldn't be going there in the first place. So I hate traveling. I am not, in fact, a traveler. I am a stay-homer. It's true. I dropped a cup onto another cup and it chipped the second cup. I mean, at least it didn't shatter them, right? I'm just gonna start doing this and rambling and talking about random things, I guess. Which it was, I'll admit, openly, Longwood Gardens was pretty cool. I'm not a huge flower person. I mean, as a human, I do enjoy flowers. They are quite nice to look at. I even have over there some pressed flowers that I want to make and put a thing in, because they're from a VTuber I like. Are those really just gonna sit there? Oh, I guess they will. Huh. Oh yeah, there's a single nubbin on there. The cup that was chipped is a souvenir mug, so I ordered glue to reinforce the crack and chip area. Just be sure to very carefully wash it well before and after the gluing. That way there are no fragments or chips left in the cup to accidentally swallow. That would be bad and unfortunate. And I think you and John are neat, so I think you guys should stay healthy and not imbibe chips of stuff. Well, I think most people shouldn't imbibe chips of stuff. So, you know. Because even amongst people that perhaps I might be inclined to ish will upon, that would kind of suck. Like, to get a chip of, like, you're just drinking your mug and you just get a chip of something in your mouth. I didn't think of that. The only reason I think of that, well, I'm a bit of a worrywart, but also, at work, we have to be very careful. And, like, if a bottle comes through and a bottle or whatever gets broken, like if something gets broken in one of the wash trays or even during production, we're supposed to stop and assess the situation. And And like if something does wash in one of the, because we have 3 base sinks, so if it's, you know, you could sort of think, man, having these Legos handy is nice. You know, if this is the sink, you have to wash in this bay, then you rinse in this bay, and then you sanitize in this bay. And so if a glass breaks, say here in the wash bay, we have to totally drain it out, rinse it out, make sure there are no glass shards. You should scrub it out too, but you have to make sure there's no glass shards in there. So that's kind of made me pedantic about certain things. Also, the chip and crack are on the outside. So it's probably not as high the chance of, but still a good idea. Wash, good. Listen to the story. We can applause that we canned in a mason jar, and it was in a colder room. But we can applesauce. We can applesauce that we canned in a mason jar, and it was in a colder room, but still. We got it out the other day, and John was using a butter knife to pop the lid off. Yeah? John was using the... Yeah. We had... No. I picked it up. Oh, shoot. We do need these guys. Do I have another small tray in here somewhere that's not being used? Cigar box. I've got Green Woman merch boxes. I've got figure boxes. How do I not have a tray in this place? Trayless. Shameful. And you know how the threads are glass on the jar? Yeah. It seems like John caught the knife on the thread and not in the lid because it snapped right off. Ooh, how hard was he pushing? Holy cow. Now, which one of these has little hearts in it? We're looking for gold and white hearts. White heart. I love white heart. She's my favorite CPU from Neptunia. There's the gold hearts. Why would you put them in separate bags? Okay, how are we doing this? We're just kind of gonna do that, and this'll be fine, right, chat? Isn't that hard? So it took from the thread up to the lid off, like an inch-long section. Holy cow. Mans was pushing. It is also possible that there was an imperfection in there. I know this happened to a couple bottles at work. Like there might be like you might not be able to see it, but there might be like an air pocket or something in there that weakens. Hey, come on, come out of there. Be nice. Play ball with me. The storage room is colder, so maybe it was sort of brittle? That's possible. That is possible, but I'm biting these open like I don't have a knife right here. We're gonna leave the knife in sight for me, so I'll see it out of the corner of my eye. Actually, no, that was the last bag, so that's a fool's errand. Get out of here. Brittling is possible. Where would I go? What am I doing? We're doing this. Okay. We want the wed arches. I'm losing my mind. So anyways, chat. We're gonna play Disgaea at some point, which is another JRPG. Before I forget the thought. because someone has convinced me to play it, and I feel slightly in kind because that someone also got me Risk of Rain 2, which I don't know that. How are there only 3 hearts in there? Hold on. Where's my 4th white heart? There it is. And all of them are pointing towards the center. Now we have to make sure that they're all like perfectly aligned, otherwise it's gonna bother me. I don't know how long that's gonna take, but Ku was explaining it to me yesterday. As I was standing in a hallway somewhere, texting him because I couldn't go into the room I was there to be in just yet. Gold hearts are next, right? Gold hearts, gold hearts, gold hearts. Too bad Neptunia doesn't have a gold heart. And he was explaining it to me, and I think I was kind of channeling, which if you don't know this, you can look it up and find out. I was channeling my inner Osaka from Azumanga Daioh, and just like he was saying words and they were making like they were real sentences. They weren't just nonsense. They were just like hitting my, like, if this is my brain, right? Brain sentence. It was just kind of everywhere else. So anyways, we're going to try that at some point. I'm sure that you're going to see my brain entirely lock out and clock out. It's going to be like me at the end of a shift at work. Sorry, I suddenly realized my throat kind of hurts and was making sure that my humidifier was still running, which it is. Which Disgaea is a PS... The one we would be playing is a PSP port. Okay, 4 brown, smooth 1x2s. Right here, 4 brown, smooth 1x2s. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looked kind of cool. I can show you the trailer if you want to see it, since now is the perfect time. And then we need 8 of the dark green smooth corners. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, that was almost bad. Ow, there was one stuck to my hand. Where'd it go? Hold on. Where did it go? Where? Ah, I lost it! Oh, I found it! It was over by the trash can. Already streaming, I see. I had not known. I do post a schedule. Try, are you excited for Christmas? Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8. Relatively speaking. But not as much as I normally would be. Because I gotta talk about things. And also I've had like no time to work on or make presents. Is your refrigerator running? No. It's so early? It's literally not. 2 o'clock in the afternoon is not early. Because one of the presents this year is, which you can't really, I'll sneak it up there, is going to be that, which is a very poorly drawn for you plant stand for someone, and that's gonna take like 2 whole days to finish because it has to get cut, nailed, and stained. Listen, Coolio, you seem to be a reasonable human. Coolio, Coolio, listen, Coolio. We need to get that fixed. Get what fixed? Okay. And then we're gonna do... Okay, we'll do... So it's going to be in the center. Right? Like that? Oh no, the other way around. It's gonna be you that way. I gotta pull these sleeves up. They're getting in my way. It's like at work when I'm wearing the stupid latex gloves. And you're trying to like put a bolt on and you're fighting with latex gloves and you're like losing your mind because you've lost all manual dexterity. And you know you feel and look like a clown as you sit there and fumble a teeny tiny little bolt. Disaiyan Ascendants, come on! Oh, you're getting on him about this? I thought you were going somewhere else. I'm just hurt he has to take 3 more hours to prepare himself to deal with me. It's because I can't skip out on cooking dinner 3 nights a week. And also Mondays are sometimes a little fussy at work. I asked if your fridge was running and you said no, so I said it needs to be fixed. Oh, I see that now. Listen, I can't be expected to fully understand everything, alright? My brain is like... My brain could fit comfortably on the inside of that little hole on the end of the Lego piece. Maybe mine is a little bratty. No, she's fine. I see no problem with mine. Oh, wait, that's the wrong way. I didn't hate it, I just wasn't captured, but the ending song is so nice. And blue-haired man and blonde-haired boy are nice. Blue-haired man? You can't even remember his... You can't even remember what he's called? Messed up. Shameful. Am I doing that right? Yes, I am. See, it's coming along quite splendidly, except for the fact that I almost put that on backwards and would have had to remove myself from existence. What about blonde? Yes, the priest. I can't remember his name right now. I remember Lutz, but the only other name I can remember right now is Sylvester, and I'm pretty sure that isn't right. Yeah, Sylvester is the cat from Looney Tunes. Why couldn't you just tell me to do that? Why couldn't you have this be the same? Like, oh, because they inverted the colors. Ooh, color inversion. I should try that in a Minecraft build. It's Minecraft building, but I take all of my cues from Lego sets. That could be doable, right? I doubt I could pull it off, as I'm incapable of the entire, like, my brain just does not understand the concept of building. 2, 4, 6. Which, by the way, on Monday for Terra Firma Grey, part of our business is we're gonna be working on... Sorry, I'm looking for Lego pieces. We're gonna be making a new room for steam machines because I have assembled all of the steam machines. I have experimented with steam machines. I've also experimented with the planes, and I'm gonna be real with you, chat. The planes are all kind of dog water, but not, but like, they're just unfortunate, man. Like, it seemed, even though, like, they obviously have freedom of movement. Hold on. To be fair, they usually call him high priest or head priest or head priest. Because those are both in there. And they're not the same thing. Okay, and then it's bam. Bam. That one there. And then that one there. And online said hi, but I thought head. I thought Terrible Man was High Priest. I could have sworn Terrible Man was Head Priest too. It could be whoever wrote the article was wrong or spreading misinformation on the internet. It was Ku. Ku went in there and he was editing the wiki page to mess with people who enjoy it because he's evil and twisted. It might not come over. Hold on, I have to do something. I have to close my door and stuff. He might not come off like that on stream, but he's kind of, you know, he's a devious one, that one. He might be the most devious person I know, but I cannot. I don't know, man. I think you could. I think you're capable of a great many things. I came across that way. I remember the chicken plot. True! What about the slimes, too? There was the slimes. Maybe Ku was the devious one of this duo the whole time. Maybe that was the long game he was playing. Alright, we need 4 squares like you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, chat. 4 green squares and 1 yellow round one. I can count, chat. In fact, in some circles, they even call me the counter because I be counting. I had to unpack that from the box in my brain basement because I forgot about that. See, he's so devious that he's got so many devious ideas in there that he can't keep them in long-term storage. That's kind of evil, huh? For shame. 3, hold on. Okay, there's one. Yeah. There's the other. He's gotta make room for his new devious plots. Like, to get me to play Disgaea and, I don't know, other platformers. He's sitting there right now, he's thinking about how to get me to play Celeste. Or, I don't know, one of the Sonic games. No, Mega Man. He's trying to get me... My brain is partially liquid, literally, by the way. I don't know if this... Well, Could you drain it? Question mark? Okay, what am I doing now? Lore drop, my brain is like 70% liquid or something? That's a lot. Is it? I don't know. I forget the ratio. Is that a lot? I don't know anything about the brain. Now you're making me concerned for you, Koo. Do you need me to come? Can I help you? Do you need help? What can I do? Losing my mind. Am I alternating these? I am alternating these. I have them backwards. Ugh. Okay, now that's getting set aside. So, like, yes, it's the natural composition of the brain. It's a lot of water. You're making it, hold on. So you're just saying, wait. So your brain is just normal? Question mark? Oh, are you, you're not disproving the devious nature. You're only proving it. Alright? You're proving your deviosity. Also, if the natural... well, we'll wait for a second on that one. I'll let that thought stay in the thought box for a couple seconds before letting it out. Yes, this was another devious plot. Alright, so hear me out, right? They call me the hydration master, right? If the normal brain is 70% water, if the normal one is 70%, I'm 71% because I'm more hydrated. All of your problems, well, this is a reminder that all of your problems are because you don't drink enough water. Insert Slav squatting with an AK or whatever that image actually is. Brain juice? I didn't know you were a zombie. I wonder if you explained, but was making husband a bagel? What kind of a bagel? Is it a tasty bagel? Oh, shoot, that's the wrong kind of... You're distracting me, and you're making me put the wrong... You're probably watching me put the wrong bricks on there, and you're giggling and cackling, because you're devious. Anyway. So we're back to, if your brain was more, in theory, a Thompson protein bagel with almond butter and mixed berry jam. Gotta go. Goodbye, Huggy. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Protein bagel, huh? I see. 3, 4. This just looks like a set of a rotor for an old helicopter set, like one of the old ones. Hypothetically, though, if your brain was more water, couldn't you just drain it? Like, if there was too much water up there, you could just put a tap in there, right? Surely that would be fine. I see no issues with that plan. Also, my next question for you, Koo, was gonna be, if you had kept yanking my chain, was gonna be if you had, like, a silly spot like Grimmy or something like that. Okay. And then 4 of the 6x2s. It's looking less like a rotor for a helicopter now. That's you guys, right? I'm not skipping steps. I'm not gonna be like my sister, who was putting together one of the Technic Raptor sets one year. And it took her a month to put this set, by the way. Well, to put the set together. Because she kept skipping a single step putting the rear differential together. She skipped a step, or she got a step backwards with the rear differential for it, and spent like a month, like not every night, but spending a couple nights a week for like a month taking this rear differential to a Technic Raptor set apart and putting it back together because she couldn't figure out what the problem was. And so the one night when she finally got fed up with it, I had to sit there and watch her put this Raptor differential together, part by part, step by step. It was quite the experience. And sure enough, it was like the third step to that section, because normally these are divided into sections by which bags you're using. Like if I were to go get the instructions over there for my Van Gogh set, which is over there, you would see every so often it would be like, okay, time to get up bags, 5 or 6, or later on, oh, it's time for bag 21. Yes, there were like 20 bags. The Van Gogh set was kind of insane, but also I really like my Van Gogh set, and I need to like dust it and put it back together right. Which they had it was the Field of Sunflowers or something it was called. They had another Van Gogh set that I kind of wanted to get, except for the fact that it was like $200 or $300, and I'm not about to spend that much money on a Lego set of a painting, even though the one I have, A Starry Night, was like $100. Also, look, which I've shown this off before, but it came... Oh, that's grody. No, if I blow that off, it's good. Ignore the dust and schmutz and schmoo and crud. But look, I got a little Van Gogh with it. Who came in there with his redhead? Idness self. Anyways, two more bricks. But yeah, I watched her do that. It was an experience to watch her put that together. What I could have done with that, I'm pretty sure I was watching, I forget what, but I was watching, I'm pretty sure, one of the RElife girls, one of their streams. Like, I think it might have been Mio or Fubuki. It was Mio or Fubuki, or if it wasn't RElife, it was probably Toko. I was sitting there watching a stream as she was putting it together. And I just caught out of the corner of my eye, she skipped putting in one of the, like, little blue Technic pieces, along with possibly getting it backwards. I can't remember if she got it backwards or not. Are those the white flowers? Yes, those are the white flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4 white flowers. For some reason in my mind, we were putting the tree together first, and then we were decorating the tree, but I do suppose that's a bit silly, and that we should be, you know, decorating as we go, which I imagine is what's about to happen. And we need 4 browns. 4 of these brown guys. 4 of those brown guys, and then 4 of the little black, smooth, top, whatever pieces. 2, 3. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, no. Oh, no. Hold on. Chat. I dropped another piece. Actually, I didn't even really drop this one. It kind of just rolled off on its own. Oh, there it is. There we are. Stop that. Okay, there we go. Oh, I think I almost clicked on end stream. That would have been very unfortunate. Okay, so we have it oriented like this. This is the proper, well, that's the proper orientation, but we're gonna say this is our proper orientation because we don't believe in isometric views in this household. We think that they're icky and stinky, and that if you have to do multiple view, you know, if you have to do funky views, you should just do the 3-view standard. Unless, of course, you're doing an assembly drawing, at which point you should probably just do just throw literally everything at the problem. So I remember when they first brought these out, these little disassembly tools, of which I have like a lot. I was trying to figure out what step this would come into play on the thing. Like, I thought it was like a launch pad or something like that. Like, you set it, like the set sat on it like that or something. Like, you know, my hand is... Where's my ruler? Like, you know, it sits on a flat surface kind of like that, and the set sits up here where my thumb is, and you would hit it and go... And whatever's on there would go poing or something like that. I didn't realize it was a disassembly tool. It's come in handy ever since I realized that. Which is also why they put in stuff like that to let brainlets like me know what's up. Okay, and then we need another of these guys. You go on there, and we'll flop this upside down. This guy goes here, and then this one gets candles. Yeah. I already threw the other book across the way, so it's not coming back regardless. I'm not standing up to pick that up. I might stand up to get more coffee. Which, by the way, I've been drinking the Green Day coffee more and more, and honestly, it's quite nice. It's not, it might not be the best, necessarily, coffee that I've ever had, but it's still super nice. Especially compared to that BJ's drivel that I now have like 2 pounds, I think. Is it 2 pounds? It's like 2 pounds or 1.5 pounds or something of beans for. And I am slowly gonna drink it. My secret plan, which, you know, I'm sure they'll be zoned out for this thing, is to somehow send it home with Raina and John. Hold on, what orientation is this? This orientation is this way. This is gonna be very symmetric. I'm just gonna stuff it in the back of their Prius when they're not looking. And then they're just gonna have a whole bag of icky BJ's coffee that does not taste good. And then step 2. Look at that, chat. We've got our first layer of tree done. Isn't that exciting? Okay, and then we want one of you. Without that bit, we'll clown put that there. You go there, we get 3 of the 3x2s. So I was looking, like, I've talked about this before, but Lego sets are so expensive, and I've been wanting to do more Lego, like, hand cam type streams. And I do have over there, models that I've been waiting to put together on stream that I gotta get paints and stuff for, paints and glues. Because I have, and I've talked about this before, I have my cross figurine model kits that I want to put together. We gotta, like, oh goodness, work out like a ventilation system or something, because, glue is stinky, and it's not good to inhale model glue in large portions. It's quite unhealthy, in fact. and I don't want to, like, get high from glue on stream. I don't really want to get high on glue in general, but it'd be probably on par to Nina doing the funny brownie that one time and just spending like the next hour giggling at the word dude. Which was a good time, by the way. That was a fun stream bit. Can't wait for the next Nina-thon so I can get more music for my stream. Which is when I got the chance to commission, I guess? Perhaps not commission, but how I got the Nina singing Battle Hymn of the Republic. Because I saw my opportunity. Because Nina doesn't sing many, like, classical, I guess? Question mark? Clueless? Songs like that. Which is a bit of a shame, because I think her voice is very nice for that kind of stuff. But I saw my opportunity, and I had to take it. And I was hoping she would upload it to her YouTube, but she did not. So maybe I'll see about uploading it to mine or something like that. Or just like posting the MP3 in the Shibe chord or some, well, Nina chord, technically speaking. Because she did really good on that, and it's a bit of a shame if that is just relegated to my little corner of the internet. Okay, so it's gonna be like that? Question mark? Clueless? I don't know. We're just gonna pick a way and go with it. I'm getting caught up on nonsensical nonsensities. 6 of those. Oh, hey, we could do it the way they want it to, but we're not going to. We're gonna pick our own way to do things. See, this is the thing, chat. You have to let your whimsy be your guide sometimes, which on Tuesday I had denied myself that, because if I had listened to my whimsy, I was going to be going through the drive-thru of a bakery with a car in tow, which would not have been the best idea, considering Tuesday was my first time ever towing a car, which went really well, aside from some brake nonsense. But we were driving through one of the towns, and there's a pretty nice bakery over there that has a drive-through. And I was talking about letting my whimsy, like, you know, letting your whimsy be your guide to a friend. It was like, what if you did it right now? And I was like, we would just go back through the horrible town and get donuts. Because at that time, my brain was like, man, I kind of want a donut. Towing cars, even though it went well, it was like, man, this isn't even for me. I'm going through all this trouble and all this struggle, and it isn't even my car I'm getting to tow. Alright. 2, 4. What do you think my phone just went off about? 2, 4. Oh, it was John reacting to a video I sent him, which Barry, sorry, I'm trying to check my email, which Barry having her headset on backwards for like a year now has competition because Ms. Chibidoki had her whole diddly darned microphone backwards for like 5 years, which is quite the achievement, if I do say so myself. Sorry, I'm trying to look at a package because at some point today I have a thing of patches coming from Unlimited Patchworks. PayPal, why did PayPal send me a thing? Okay, shut that all down. That explains the high-pitched yelling I was just hearing from rooms away. Listen, it was a good clip. It was a solid streamer moment. Sorry, I probably have my microphone backwards too, knowing my luck. So I shouldn't talk. You guys will come here or whatever, and we'll start doing something, and John will look at my microphone, and he'll somehow just, you know, discern, however you wish to say it, that my microphone is backwards or something like that, and then just look at me. And then you go on here, and then this is probably, is this just gonna slip on, or is this gonna get ornaments? It gets 2 hearts and 2 balls. Wow. The hearts down there look more impressive than the hearts up here. Not that I'm necessarily complaining. Then we'll put the balls on our tree. And then this goes on. Oh. We can kinda... If we go anymore, we could, like, you be a DJ person with it. Oh! Hey, it actually presses down, no kidding. Wow, it's almost like they planned this thing out. Okay, go... Wait. Anyways. I like that it shows the orientation from a top-down perspective. Of how this should be set up. Alright, give me the red one next. And this is, what are those, 8s? Nope, those are 2x6s. Wow, I love 2x6s. But anyway, towing was fun. I was towing for my cousin, and he got the town wrong. He was like, oh, it's in town X, which is the town I go to church in. I was like, oh, okay, that's not bad. That's not far from where I like turtles. Hello, dietins. How are you? Turtles are okay. We don't have any turtles here, though. And then, like, we were on the way. What are you making? A Christmas tree. We're making that. And then after we finish that, I have a Star Wars Advent calendar over there that will do depending on how I feel. But on the way, my cousin looks at me and it's like, I don't have the address. It's on my iPad at home, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what are you doing, boy? How are you doing this? And so he calls his mother and gets her to go on his iPad and gets the thing. And then they say, she says what town it's in, and I'm like, would you, my mind is like, fair enough, how are you? I'm fine, how are you? And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, like, what are you talking about? That's not in town X, that's like 2 towns over from town X, and like twice the distance. Not that it was too terribly far. Oh, I forgot that guy. In the first place, but it's like, you have said the wrong town. And like, I had already, I don't know what to, I don't know what to do. You could play a game. Like, I had already game planned what to do, because, you know, I don't want to say forethoughtful, but, you know, I wanted to increase my chances of success for a first time towing. And so I had like game planned everything out, and then he says the town, I'm like, are you kidding? Do you know, like, that's through all of my plans, I don't know what game. Okay, go to that roulette website and put all the games you might be interested in playing on there, and then roll the RNG and just play whatever comes up. I need the angle. I gotta roll up my sleeves again. So, you know, had to totally like rethink my plan, because the town that my church is in, to get back from there is a pretty straight shot to here. But the town it was actually in, 2 gold, 2 red, was through a very unfortunate town which I work in. But, you know, we got through it. And of course, the whole time I'm doing this, like, we're on the way there, and we're like, I'm stopping and I'm braking, and I'm noticing the braking's really aggressive. And my friend is like, oh, I think the trailer brakes are locking up. Do you have a controller? And I'm like, yeah. And so I start fidgeting with the controller to try and make the brakes better, and it just gets worse. And so I reset it, and that's like the best it is. And we get to the place, we pick up the car, which they had to jump because the battery was dead, because it had been sitting there for like a year. And we get the car on the trailer, and I stop for a little bit, and we're like, I was like, you know, I'm looking at my friend who's sort of being the guide person, because I've never towed before, and he was gracious enough to come along. And so we decide to turn the trailer brakes back on, because we had turned them off when we got to the place the car was. And then we're driving through the town, and my friend is watching them, like watching the trailer brakes, and the tires like genuinely started like locking up and like skidding as we're doing this. And so we end up pulling into my place of work, which thankfully no one saw us, and disabling the trailer brakes again. And so I then did most of the journey home with no trailer brakes, because they were just locking up and kind of being more of a problem than necessary. can you focus, please? I want to make a joke. Focus, focus. What a groovy brick. Thanks. You can post your +2s in chat now. I'll be here all day. Put a square fellow on. Then you get all you get are stars? Really? Isn't that a bit lame? Is it really like that on the front too? Oh yeah, no kidding. Okay. Now I'll take this. And this is kind of gonna go like a show, right? Yeah. I don't really understand. Like, I know it was how it was done, but I don't like my modern sense of safety says that candles on presumably a real pine tree isn't a good thing. And then at some point it's just gonna go poof, into a ball of smoke. Which I know in the olden days, like, that's just what they did, like, when it was still, the Festival of Lights? I believe is what the Catholics ripped off to give us our concept of Christmas. For the day and celebration style, that is. Is that right? I can't remember. Someone can correct me if they want to. Sometimes I'm okay with being corrected. And then I need 2 more of you. And then 2 of you. But like, I don't know. Flames in close proximity to a Christmas tree don't seem conducive to a good time. Unless, of course, to you a good time is a fire in your living room. Not in a fireplace, mind you. Just an uncontrolled blaze going up towards the ceiling, filling your lungs with pine tar and pitch. Rosin. It could be conifer rosin. It's a conifer. And not an actual pine or something like that. You know, you could be like my family for a couple of years, and we would just bring up a family friend. Same people I borrowed the trailer to tow that car off of on Tuesday. And we would just be like, hey, could we see like a pine tree from your backyard? And we went and got like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree from them. And then at some point we pulled some from the abandoned airstrip out back. But, you know, especially on those, like, those were so droopy and sad. Like, the one year we did genuinely almost have a Charlie Brown Christmas tree, because we were putting... It was whatever we were putting on top of the tree. And I think I ended up getting something to reinforce the tree, because we put it, like, it was, you know, like that, and then we put the ball on it or whatever at the top, and it just kind of started, like, as we, yeah, it was as we added more, just started leaning more and more and more. And if we tried to straighten it out, like counterbalance it, it would just kind of move more to one side, and it would still stay just as crooked. We can't forget the all-important gray donut. Man, I just want donuts, but like, the only donut that will actually fully satisfy my desire for a donut is a buttercream. A powdered buttercream. I could sometimes accept a chocolate glazed, but A powdered buttercream donut is the peak donut. You cannot change my mind. There is no donut that is greater. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's no donut that is greater in any sense of the means than a buttercream filled, powdered, sugar covered donut. That is the end all be all of donuts. You cannot change my mind. And I want one now. If you get a good sour cream donut, I'm going to say it's better. What? In what planet do they put sour cream inside of donuts? I don't think that's, like, good. Bro doesn't know? It's not a filling? What are you talking about? Sour cream doesn't belong near donuts. Sour cream goes on tacos. Or like beefy 5-layer burritos from Taco Bell. Or chalupas from Taco Bell. I reject the idea of sour cream or even sourdough type things. It's 4 whites. 1, 2, a 3, a 4. Sour cream is used in baking a lot, so is mayonnaise. Don't try and gaslight me. I don't believe you. If any recipe comes at me with mayonnaise or sour cream, I'm throwing the whole cookbook out. 2, 4, 2, 4. Start with brown first. My favorite type of donut for a long time was apple filled. I don't know what it'd be now. Do you guys want to go to the farmer's market in town I work in, or near town I work in? And really, is that getting a full round one on the bottom again? No kidding. And just get a slew of donuts, and we could, like... Oh, they have good donuts? They do have good no-nuts. Good no-nuts? They have fantastic no-nuts. And we could literally get donuts, and then we could eat donuts and watch, like, I don't know, Chainsaw Man movie or something like that, if I can find a place that isn't Amazon. Or you could find a place that isn't Amazon that has it to stream on, and it isn't, like, ridiculously expensive, because I'm not spending $20 to rent Chainsaw Man. I love the Chainsaw Man movie, and I plan to get it when it comes out on DVD, but I'm not spending $20 on it to rent it on Amazon. Which I have been continually thinking since I saw Chainsaw Man about how I wanted to watch Chainsaw Man. Not sure I have. I've had a sour cream donut, but I imagine it's similar to a cake donut. But I don't like cake donuts. I want the other kind. Okay, so we're taking... Is that what hit my thigh? Okay, so chat. We now have what is colloquially known as a dilemma. Because we don't have... I don't see that guy anywhere on there. Yeast? Okay, yeast. Hold on, I have to hide this whilst I rummage and pillage around to see if I have this piece somewhere in my mess of stuff. It's not in the box. It's not on the floor anywhere, I don't think. Aha! It is what molested me. Sorry, not that. Groped. Groped is the word I'm looking for. Ta-da. Anyways, I have to adjust my pants now. Okay, that's about as far back as that goes, and then that can get rotated. And then kind of like that. Oh no, you can see the tripod leg. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now that we have all of our Legos assembled. This is a pretty long one. Alright, and then we want 4 of the brown rounds. The browns, if you would. 2 of the yellow ones, and then 1 of the gray ones from here. Anyways, yeast donuts are superior. I will never back down on this statement. And you will never convince me that I am wrong, because I know that I am right. To do that the not so right way, and then we sit it on the ground like that, and then you just press them down on. And if you're doing that, be careful, because you're pushing them down like this, you can catch your fingers in between the bricks. Do you think I can summon the wherewithal to make cookies and candied sweet potatoes? I'm gonna be real with you. I have other things going on, but I've been trying to summon the wherewithal to make chocolate chip cookies for like a week. I'm still cookieless. I think you could do it. I can't, apparently. You need to go back in your little spot. Yeah, but we have a dinner to go to. Is it a good dinner or a bad dinner? Does the dinner deserve the cookies and candied sweet potatoes is the real question. Is that flat now? Yeah, that's flat. And then this. Oh no! tree comes over here. Layer goes on. This gets inserted into the hole. It slides in quite lovely. Main scene, I suppose, is at John's boss's house, and his boss is nice and cool. If I'm being reasonable, and if I were in your situation, I would pick one or the other, and commit to one of them. Whichever one you think is more important, commit to that one. But also, I would never make snacks to take to a place like, say, college classroom. And someone here has. But anyways, I think being conservative and going for one would be best. But what do I know? I'm just a clown on the internet. I merely stream myself so people can point and go ga 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 at me. I wonder if I have that emote on Twitch. Highly intelligent response there? Thanks. That's what I'm regarded for in many places, is my intelligence. Like at work, where I figured out that if we take in the steam kettles we use, that if we put the caustic cleaning solution in there and we let the cleaning solution cool down before we start to drain it from kettle to kettle, or drain it out of the kettle, that it doesn't stain the kettles, which is a problem. Quite unsightly, that. And it's been working quite well, I might add. And that we've done it a couple times now. And it just, much like any Bethesda game, it just works. Except it actually works, and it's not like false advertising, so an evil corporation can just reap the benefits with none of the downsides, because people will buy any slop or nostalgia slop that people put out these days. Anyways, playing Black Ops tomorrow. Love that game. Totally not playing it out of nostalgia and for the hit of memories of, you know, childhood days or anything like that. I'm playing that because it's just a great game. This is getting 2 more red balls and 2 more gold stars. Much like me when I was a child. I only ever got 2 gold stars. Actually, I don't think I ever... Well, I was homeschooled, so I don't think I ever really got the gold star system. Alright, and then we gotta get our brown bits. 2... 4... 2... I'm pretty sure most of my reward was either getting to play video games or getting to watch MacGyver, which honestly was pretty nice. I love MacGyver. I should start watching MacGyver again. So I'm pretty sure somewhere in this household I have like the complete TV series of original MacGyver with, was it Richard Dean Anderson? I think is his name. It's a dude from Stargate. SG-1, that is, the good Stargate. Okay, so we'll bring over our tree. Is that going... guess that's going like that. Our tweet is coming along. Oh no! I'll put no candles were harmed. Alright. Next layer. Oh no! I was chat. So I was at dang it, I missed it. I missed my opportunity to make a 6-7 joke because I was too locked in. I was standing in the hallway at a place, and there were nurses at a nursing station nearby, and they were making 6-7 jokes, and it reminded me that I should be making 6-7 jokes as a streamer. And I was determined at the beginning of stream to like try and make a 6-7 joke when we were on step 67. And obviously it wasn't meant to be. I see no reason or anything as to how I could possibly be distracted while streaming, and that isn't a metaphor for anything. Sigh. I guess I'll just have to wait for another opportunity to pass up making awful Zoomer jokes so someone can use the 6-7 emote that I put in Twitch. We need 4 of the green squares. My sleeves are down again and I'm losing my mind. Put those there, put that there. Round square. I'm really pretty excited about Black Ops tomorrow. I want to play more Black Ops. I want more, you know, more of redacted character yelling at Mason about numbers, because I can't say who it is yet, even though I know who it is, because it's spoilers. And what if someone hasn't seen it yet? What if it's someone's first time seeing the Black Ops campaign unfold before them? Back when Call of Duty could actually make, like, interesting stories and narratives, instead of just taking their Battle Royale game mode and making it free roam, open world campaign. I want linear stories in my campaign. If it's a shooter game that's going to be like instantly multiplayer, linear story, not open world. It's kind of, you know, one of the things that made early Call of Duties really fun. And of course, I had no internet for most of my early gaming years, so I pretty much only played like campaign and stuff. I didn't have, even though I was technically at the age where I could, we were too poor for things like the internet and Xbox Live, so I didn't really get that kind of stuff. So I just played campaigns for hours on end. Like, I honestly wish I could, like, my actual original, like, not original, but my Xbox is down over there because it kind of crapped out one day. I imagine some of the caps popped in ages ago. We should tear it open, chat. Which reminds me that I have at work, waiting for me to bring it home, a rotary encoder that I want to take apart, because it broke at work. And I looked at the maintenance dude and I was like, can I take that home with me? That looks really cool. So we need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3. Because we're back to, you have to let, sometimes, there's sometimes where you shouldn't let it do anything, but there are times when you should let your curiosity and your whimsy guide you. And looking at the insides of a rotary encoder are kind of something that I wanna know about. I wanna look at. I wanna know the inner workings. I was also thinking about possibly putting it together on stream at some point. Not putting it together, taking it apart on stream, like, you know, for the opening segment, whatever, of a stream. We could, I don't know, take apart a rotary encoder and you guys could watch as, little springs and pins fly into my eyes. And I get to, you know, imitate the famous line from my famous line from my favorite streamer and go, my eyes! Anyways, those are getting hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Honestly, good. I am too old for 6-7 nonsense. But it's funny. My grandfather was 6'7". Hold on, you were cringing at the concept of me making 6'7" jokes. Now you're making them? Alright, put another mark on the Coolio is devious and contriving list. There's another mark. I fell short. 2, 4, 6, 8. Would Hawk Tua jokes be better, or are those just as bad? Where would you rate? Was I cringing? Pretty much. I mean, if you're not excited at the concept of something, you're basically cringing. 6'5" short kings represent. Yeah, someone tell Krumel that 6'5" is now the new short king. Y'all are moving the goalpost for that poor guy. I might be wrong. He was only 6'6". I don't really remember. I'll take your word for it. And then this is going to go here. I think like that. Alright. Yeah, heart's just behind candles. Krumel is the kingest of shorts. But I like Krumel. He's funny. He's, you know, he's cool. I like him. I don't know. That's so tall. A little bit, yeah. Perhaps people shouldn't be that tall. We should outlaw it. Because my neck would hurt after talking to them for too long. I'm sure we could get Krumel on board with this too, and that's something, right? Sorry, I should be doing this. I just realized I should be doing this up here where you guys can actually see what's happening. It's okay. I'm just short enough not to bash my brains out in most door frames. I mean, that's good. I don't really think that you should, you know, get dents on anything. As someone who has been a dent sufferer, I do recommend not getting dents. Oh, where did I throw that? Oh. Is over a foot taller than me. Sorry. Those two, those go there. Then that brick there. And that brick there. And that one there. That one there. And then that gets 2 gold nubbins. It's not a nubbin, get out of here. 2 gold ones. Wow, we're gonna have a lot of pieces left over, I think. And then rotate it. It's going to get one of you little ringy thingies. You really got to remember the underscore in my name? I might miss messages if I'm not paying attention. Oh, that's right, because it would highlight your name if you did it, huh? I don't know, maybe missing the underscores is like the punishment for being... I typed it very carefully for many times. You might be able to type the @ku and just hit tab. Oh wait, you're on mobile, never mind, that doesn't matter for you. You go there, and then 2 red balls, 2 gold stars, 1, 2 gold stars, gold star, gold star. And is that just gonna sit on there? Oh, that is gonna sit on there, no kidding. Look, chat. Oh, did I skip a step? No way. No, I did. Oh well. Whoops. We'll just ignore that. That's just gonna sit there now. 100. And then... What are we barking at? And yes, punishment for ascendants. Cue that Soya noise about being sleepy and tired. Hold on. Well, I want to hear it, and then I might stand up. Hold on. Where is it in here? I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Will it go? Well, there should be a bit of a delay, huh? Okay, apparently it's just... Oh, wait. So, anyway, the redeems aren't on this screen. One moment, please. Now, let me try. And then I'll take a break. Did that work? I don't know. You tell me. This is the last try.
I don't want, I'm tired, I'm lazy, I'm sleepy, I'm hungry, I'm bored.
There, is that better? No worky? How about that? That one had to have worked, right? Right? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go over here and mute myself because I want to stand up and drink and probably get some more coffee. So I'll be back in a few moments. Please stand up, stretch, especially drink water if you haven't. I'll be back shortly.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. He has sounded forth the trumpet that shall never call retreat. He is sifting out the hearts of men before his judgment seat. Oh, be swift, my soul, to answer him. Be jubilant, my feet. Our God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Our God is marching on. In the beauty of the lilies, Christ was born across the sea, with the glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. As he died to make men holy, let us die to make men free. For God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Our God is marching on. He is coming like the glory of the morning on the wave. He is wisdom to the mighty, he is honor to the brave. So the world shall be his footstool, and the soul of wrong his slave. Our God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Our God is marching on. I have seen them in the watchfires of 100 circling camps. They have builded him an altar in the evening dews and damps. I can read his righteous sentence by the dim and flaring lamps. His day is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His day is marching on. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He has loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. He has sounded forth the trumpet that shall never call retreat. He is sifting out the hearts of men before his judgment seat. Oh, be swift, my soul, to answer him. Be jubilant, my feet. Our God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Our God is marching on. In the beauty of the lilies, Christ was born across the sea, with the glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. As he died to make men holy, let us die to make men free. For God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Our God is marching on. He is coming like the glory of the morning on the wave. He is wisdom to the mighty, His honor to the brave, so the world shall be his footstool, and the soul of wrong is safe. Our God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Our God is marching on. I have seen them in the watchfires of a
Hello,
hundred
I have
second
returned.
camps. They have builded him an altar in the evening.
Anyway, all your
times.
computer
I
people,
can read his righteous
all you computer
sentence
people
by
must
the
not have other
dim
things to do
flaring
because I
lamps.
have to
His
wander around my house and do
day
things
is
like bake and
marching
to clean, and I
on.
cannot take the computer with me. You can take a laptop. You know, those are in existence. Notebook. Could get a Bluetooth keyboard. Those work on phones. Okay. I checked the mail while I was up, and I was like, ooh, I could, while I'm checking the mail, I could, get my light, and then I didn't get my light. But also, I wanted to check the mail to see if my shipment from Unlimited Patchwork came, because then I could show off my patches to you guys, because I got cool patches in the mail, because I like patches. Though, maybe tomorrow, because we have, checks calendar, we have, so Christmas is Thursday, so we have basically today, tomorrow, and Monday for stream days. So we'll leave 2 Advent days to do on those. And the rest we'll probably do today, because I think we'll be done with this tree soon. Methinks. And then we do 4 corner pieces and 2 2x2s. I also want more coffee. And then it should be brick. Also, I don't know if we're gonna, I might wait to do it Monday. It depends on how, much, I don't want to say like coping time or something, but like comfort gaming, I guess would be a better term. I'm going to want this week or in the next couple days. Hold on a second. 4 whites. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I was gonna start fiddling. I just got dropped coffee on my instructions. I was gonna fiddle with canning in Terraformer Greg, and I don't know if I don't get time. Depending on how things go, that might be something we do on Monday. Is we might goof around with that. See if we can get any can jank going. I think we could if we tried hard enough, but how much I want to try is up for debate. So, you know, we'll be making some nice jams in Minecraft and probably completely ignoring jam making convention and ending up like destroying ourselves or something. Because I can't remember what, but I'm pretty sure there are specific things you're not supposed to do. wall canning, or specific things you're supposed to do, rather, when you're making jam. I can't remember what. I know the one time we made jam at work, all we were concerned about was the fact that it had pectin in it. So we had to keep it hot, and like the second it cooled down, it just turned into this sludge in the bottling lines. And it was so icky to clean out of there. Well, actually, only the parts I touched were icky. Cleaning out the lines and stuff was actually relatively simple, because we just slammed a bunch of caustic cleaner in there. And that kind of solved all of our problems in one foul swoop. But for everything else, I had to get scrubbed. That wasn't fun. Jam itself, once it was done, was probably pretty nice, even, because it was made with real, like, actual grapes. Where do you think my peeler is? So if you go over to your countertop, you have that drawer that everyone has in their household. That is literally just, like, all of your making things utensils, and it's probably in there all the way at the back. Sorry, is that supposed to be like that? That's too much fun. Did I skip a... surely I didn't skip a step, right? Yeah, no step was skipped on this day. The top of the tree is just free spinning. My counters don't have any drawers? Well, then where do you keep all of your cooking utensils, if not in a drawer? Sorry, gotta put that down. That's what it's there for. Do you just, like... Do you do that, thing that James May talked about in Man Lab? And you just have a giant magnet on the ceiling? And so whenever you're done with something, you just pitch it up on the ceiling and it sticks to the magnet. My old metal measuring jugs on the countertop. Wouldn't they collect dust? Then it's probably at the bottom of the leftmost jug, is my guess. I mean, where else is a peeler? They do collect dust. I know, ours do too. Every once in a while, I take them out of the jug they're in, because we have ours in, like, the specific little pitcher things for them. And, I take them off and rinse them every once in a while. I also try to use them on, like, a cycle. So, like, I try to make sure that they all get used in a relative period. Okay, and then I want 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. But anyways, where else is a peeler to be except at the bottom of the leftmost jug? You know, that's just where I would put mine. Except mine lives in the countertop drawer with all of the other cooking utensils that aren't in the little jug things. Too green? Too red. I love green things. I love green things so much. I bought 2, count them, 2 Green Woman plushies. Genuine. It's genuinely missing. That sounds like a lyric. Are you trying to become a lyricist in my stream? Is it hanging on your shelf of cooking stuff? Or is it perhaps in with the normal utensils? It's 2 hearts. All it's getting is hearts and a ring on its bottom. And then we put it upright. And we get 4 brown. 1, 2, 3, 4 brown. 1, 2, 3, 4 black pieces. And then we go black. 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 Ooh, goodness. Black. What was I talking about? I'm losing my mind. Oh yeah, Green Woman plushies. Do you guys want to see my Green Woman plushies on the intermission? Because I actually got mine. And then they shipped off a couple other of the Green Woman merch packages too, I believe. And then this should go. I believe it goes. Could you fit on there? Yeah, this one goes on there like that. See? The spinning mass is increasing. Sorry. I'll put that away. Oh yeah, and then we're connecting it. Are we connecting? No, we're not connecting it to the main tree yet. We're still building little sub-assemblies. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just gonna do, maybe we won't have that many pieces. Well, no, we're still gonna have quite a few pieces left, methinks. Because how many layers is this tree? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then the top one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're on 10, so it's only got a couple more little layers left. Yeah. Need the 1x2s. Also, I had which do I think this is secret worthy? I don't think this is secret worthy. Anyway, we might be getting a new Twitch emote soon. I have to make decisions about it, but I need things to yap about while I finish this and before my throat dies. And also while Rain is too busy frantically searching for her thing. We might get a new emote soon. I think I'm gonna try and make it myself, or at least do like a rough two golds, a rough version, because I think I could conceivably do it in my awful style, and I think that would be funny. It's totes gone, man. I believe in you. You can do it. Do you want, here, just wait till you come to my area, and I'll give you and John peelers. I gotta go up to Cook's Corner anyway. Do you guys want me to buy you a nice Cook's Corner peeler? Which I think I might have animated slots open, so I was contemplating using it as an excuse to commission someone to make an animated emote, and I was trying to decide who I would want to do that. Because I could commission Faye again, because I love Faye, and I love Faye's art. But I could also take it as an excuse to, you know, commission other emo artists I like I know Nino Egan, I don't know what her lead time would be, but I know Nino Egan does do emotes, and I kind of like Nino's style. And so, of course, being a streamer, I can use that as an excuse to commission artists I like. Because why not? But I think I might be able to do it myself first. Or at least give it, you know, a good old college try. And then it gets 2 red balls. We have blue balls, but are we going to use the blue balls? No, this one doesn't get the blue balls. Sag. And then 2 stars. So, you know, if at some point you're looking at, I guess I could peel it with a Kilnuff. I think you could probably peel it with a Kilnuff. Just don't cut yourself, please. That would be quite unfortunate. Oh! Nah! I dropped the red ball. I'm gonna put it back on. Okay. Put that back out of the way. And continue on. You, and then 3. No, 4 2x3s. Which it's going to be cat themed, so I'm already at the cat themed emote stage of my Twitch experience. So, you know, exciting there, I'm sure. But it's basically just going to be a black cat bean themed thing for someone that thinks that it would be a really good idea, and apparently is very committed to it. More so than I was expecting, if I'm being entirely honest. But since Brain is thinking about it, I'll try to whip that up at some point. Though honestly, we're sort of back to I make no guarantees, because with like all of my life nonsense that's going on, I genuinely might not be able to make it. Use it as an excuse to get like a tablet, like a proper actually I couldn't, because I have to be frugal. Never mind, I take that back. I was gonna say I could use that as an excuse to get like one of the Samsung tablets, like the 10-inch ones, and actually use that as a drawing tablet instead of my Wacom, which is what I normally use. Which, to be honest, I think getting something like a Samsung tablet or an iPad or something that I could actually see what I'm drawing on would work better. Because with that, like, you know, obviously, like, if this is my like, I could literally just get the real thing. Like, this is just, like a capacitive sensing tablet, right? And this is the pen that triggers it. And so, like, hold on, that's tilting me, get out of here. And so, like, the tablet's down here, right? And I'm writing down here and drawing down here. But this little tablet, like this, pretty much from here, like, you know, here down to like here, if you draw a box like up this way and then over to that one, like that kind of, sorry, I had to think, like that box in between my fingers is basically what you have to draw on. Goodness gracious, this thing's filthy. I gotta get a, hold on. This is basically, this little spot here is like the full 1080 monitor up there, and so the sensitivity is different drawing on this versus like drawing on this. Complete texture aside, like the fact that this is a totally different texture than drawing on paper, like just the sensitivity of it is different, and that kind of messes with me. Because I can sort of draw, like if I actually try, I can sort of draw somewhat okay without, like, not on... I need something to mark where I was. Sort of okay outside of, other stuff. Like, I know that's not great, but that was, like, a 2-minute draw. Sorry. I keep forgetting that I actually have this properly set up. That was, like, 2 minutes of draw time, and that would take me, like, at least 15 or 20 minutes in, CSP. Because it's hard for me to deal with it. Same for that. And do I have any others in here? Nothing worth showing you guys. My point being, I can, like, draw better if I'm actually looking at what I'm seeing. Look at that, there's a whole bunch of hydroponic farm stuff in there. I should actually get a camera and proceed with that this coming summer. That could be cool, right? You guys would watch me fail to build a hydroponics farm, right? 2 red, 2 green. 2 red, 2 green. That would probably not be something I would do live, by the way. Like, I've been trying to contemplate the idea of doing videos, too, for certain things, because I do want to do, like, hydroponics farms and, like, stuff like that. Like, I do kind of want to do more than just gaming. But it's sort of like a decent camera is kind of expensive. I could try GoPros, but GoPros kind of bother me. Because some of them have... I would have to look into it, because I know some of them have, like... I don't know if it's just the wide-angle lens part, but some of them have that little, like, fisheye effect, and that bothers the daylights out of me. Like, I cannot stand the fisheye effect whenever I see it in videos or whatever. I instantly start to lose my mind when I see fisheye effect. That goes in line like this. And this one should go in line with the red balls below it, pretty much. You have to put the ring on the bottom, chat. If there's no ring, it does not work. Because I do want to do like the hydroponics farm thing, and I think that would be a cool video and concept to be like, okay, you know, this is my little hydroponics farm thing. I made this myself. Look at my hydroponics farm. Why won't you go on there, right? Oh, that's because they have it weird. Okay. Okay, there we go. Boom. And I think doing it with, like... Because part of the thing I wanted to do was I wanted to use it as a reason... Where did I put my pen? My pen's up there. Use it as a reason to experiment with, like, using a Raspberry Pi or something as a PLC for computer control. The only thing I'm not sure about is I would have to look into how the control structure works. and if it's capable of putting out enough voltage to work multiple relays at the same time, like what it's capable of doing, kind of a thing. Because there would be no point moving forward with what I want to do if I can't actually do 90% of what I want to do, you know? Anyways. You. Plus hydroponics farms are also kind of like pretty neat, if you, in my humble opinion. That could be slightly biased. So I have to put these down on a hard surface, otherwise they don't work. I get 6, so that's 2, 4, 6. But that would be like a whole like series, like, oh, today we're building the little house it's gonna live in, and you know, then we're gonna build like, oh, we're gonna build the frame rail, the rails, the frame for the rails, because it was gonna be a system of rails. Okay, and then you go on. Okay. And then the hope was to have, I don't know if it was originally to have this, but it sort of dwarfed into, I want to have, I don't want to say individual control over individual rails. Am I blind, chat? Yes. But to have, you know, probably insane level of control for a hydroponic system. But I wanted to be able to ventilate itself, and heat itself would be pretty cool too. You know, basically have it make it so I could just set it up in the garage or whatever and have it manage itself, or set it up outside and whatever. You know, under a lean-to or something, so it doesn't get, like, drenched in rain. But it's also, like, you know, not gonna burn the house down if something goes wrong. But I also were back to what kind of a 12-volt heater could I get that would actually be able to work, like, not 12-volt necessarily, but you know, what kind of a heater would I get that would be able to work inside of that would be inexpensive and 120 volts. And yikes. Anyways, we're almost done this tree, I think. We've got our 2 parts that are ready to be parted together. And then we'll do our advent calendar, and then I'm probably going to run away. Because I do want to listen to whatever Nina is saying. But also, I do still want to swim and be a swimmer. Okay, 2 gold, 2 green, 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 gold, gold, and then we're gonna put a little tappy dude on there. We're gonna flip it over and put a ring on the bottom of it. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of spares left over. Right, and then we need 2 gold stars, better than a black star. Because black star is the worst character from Soul Eater. And you cannot change my mind. Sometimes I think about going back and watching Soul Eater again. But it's kind of the same thing as I know some people are like scared to go back and watch like I don't know, Lucky Star or something like that, because I think they might not like it as much as they did, or they might realize that it was like dog water. And I think that's a little bit where I am with Soul Eater. Is I'm a little bit scared to go back and watch Soul Eater again, because I'm worried that I'm going to realize that it wasn't that good. Because I really liked Soul Eater for some reason. It was pretty cool, pretty neato even. And then 6x6, and then 4 of the little angle pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which I kind of wish for Soul Eater that Soul Eater Not didn't. I didn't like the style much. I thought the style was really good. I liked the style. I kind of wish that they like actually kept like Soul Eater Not wasn't a total and utter complete failure, because I kind of liked Soul Eater Not more in concept, but most people I guess didn't, because I think even the manga, like the manga just didn't do well, then the anime didn't do well. I don't know. And, like, part of the reason why I feel like I don't want to go back and watch it, because I probably wouldn't like it, is also fueled by the fact that I don't like Fire Force. And Fire Force, I'm pretty sure, is written by the same dude who wrote Soul Eater. And so that's kind of adding to the... Maybe I'll just live with the memories of mine and liking it in my memories kind of thought process. Because it had cool characters. Maka was cool. Black Cat was cool. Maka, Black Star, not Black Star, Maka, Tsubaki, Black Cat. Can't remember if she had another name. Maybe it's because I'm a girl? Is that the problem? Death the Kid was pretty cool too, though. Honestly, like, every time I hear The Drifter, I just think of Death the Kid because I watched the dub. So I got some kind of brain rot from it. He was in other stuff too, like he was... I almost said he was Mei Ling in Full Metal Alchemist, but that's not who that character voices. He voices, the dude from Shang. I can't remember his name. The dude who makes a deal with, Greed? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Greed. But we're sort of back to, I didn't really like, Fire Force, so I probably won't. I know when I went to... Was it the box lunch store? It was ever like I got free run shirts from there. The dude behind the counter was like... I don't want to say chatting me up or something like that, because that's, my share of friends experience. Oh, that gets an extra piece on it. But he was like talking up Fire Force to me. I'm like, man, I don't know. I tried Fire Force. I wasn't thrilled with it. I thought it was kind of mid, to be entirely honest with you. Okay. Now how... So that's gonna kind of go like that. Is that gonna get... Oh, that just sits on there? That doesn't get... Okay. Anyways, chat. They don't look pretty, but they're peeled. They look better than an anime character doing it. We move the tray of spare parts to the floor so that my mom can come home and open. She should already be home, actually. Look at this nice and lovely... This nice and lovely Christmas tree, chat. It's so big it doesn't fit on frame, right? Isn't it quite splendid? Here, would you like some more light on the subject? That's pretty nice. I'll probably keep it together as a Christmas ornament for myself. Saying there's liquid in my USB port. It's probably coffee. Alright, that was pretty nice. That wasn't a bad build. Took us 2 and change hours. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like it. I dig it. Which side of this is the front? I think that side, this side is the front. Anyways, super cute. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it. I dig it. Not bad. I'll post, if I feel so inclined, I'll post better pictures somewhere later. Gotta put that, take that off. Gotta get a haircut soon. And now, on to the last event before we end this crazy train of a stream. Okay, so we're gonna save 24 and 23, because there's only 24 of these, right? Okay, so those two are gonna be saved. We left off on what, 13? Yeah, 13. So we're going to start with 14. Because we're just blowing through these now. And that is a little elbow thing. Okay. And then after we open these, we finish the advent calendar completely. Here, I'm going to push that up there. After I finish the advent calendar completely, I'll probably put it together in some form of diorama business and post a picture for you guys or something. Okay, so this is going to be, it's you, one of the 90-degree pieces, then the elbow up this way. By the way, the Technic piece my sister missed was one of the ones like that, but it was blue instead of tan. Then that's going to go in that corner with this piece on it. And then this is going to go into this corner with this piece on it. Yeah, sure enough, that doesn't make any sense to me, but hey, what do I know? Maybe like that? I don't know. There's day... What day is that? 14 of the advent calendar. Whatever that is. I'm gonna get the thing for that. My little spare parts. Most of this kit is just spare parts. Holy cow. Okay. It was 14. Next up is day 15. And I'm going to continue to complain that these aren't sequential and they're totally random. What's that? It's a dude. It's the Ewok, not the Ewok. The Jawa. I completely forgot what they're called for a second. Those, the Jawa in an ugly Christmas sweater. That's got gonk droids and whatever the little dudes are. This is kind of the one I've been waiting for. The Jawa in a Christmas sweater is iconic, and it might live with, well, I don't know about iconic, but it might live with the Christmas tree. Look at him. Look at him. He is entirely full of Christmas spirit and joy. His tummy is full of eggnog and snickerdoodles. I don't actually know if those go together. Okay, that was 15. Next up is 16. Oh, 16's look at all that stuff in 16. Holy. It's a droid! Okay. Oh, I love him. I could go see if advent calendar's around for a mere 35. 35? I can't remember how much. A mere amount I paid when I bought this. If they're still around, you could have one. So it's 3x3. And it's angle pieces on opposite sides. Like this. I don't know, maybe we will do, if I can better coordinate it, maybe we'll do an advent thing next year, and if I don't do it on stream, I could do shorts or something? I don't know. Brain wants to make content. Rest of brain, maybe not so much. And the gray piece goes in the center. And then we take this guy and put handy doodlers on him. Up or down? Oh, they're upward facing. Can't tell which way is up or down on that. It bothers me. It bothers me. So we're gonna say this is up. What do you think is being barked at by the dogs? Do we think it's anything interesting? Shaft goes in the center. Like so. Oh, you're just kind of like... I refuse to believe that's the right one for the bottom. Come out of there. These ones would be more sturdy, right? Yeah, that's more sturdy. And that goes like halfway down. And then we put together his little head bit, which consists of those two little nubbin things and a binocular piece. We should play Lego Star Wars, chat. I don't know that I have any more stream in me today, but Lego Star Wars is the thing we should play. We gotta put his little track dudes on there. Like so. Like so. And like so, and I believe that's him done. All of these extra bits. This has so many extra bits. The trash pile I'm building. 16. There's day 16. Oh. Little droid dude. A lot of droids here. I was 16, now up is 17. Which is the battle droid. Yeah, it's one of the scrap droids, like from that episode of the Clone Wars where they go to that planet and there's this kid that fixed up a bunch of trashed battle droids and made them into his servants. and Anakin and Obi-Wan were there getting a cure for Padme and Jar Jar because Jar Jar, being the incredibly intelligent individual he is, got them in trouble. And got them both poisoned. Okay, and then he gets a little backpack dude. Like that, do we think? Yeah, like that. And there is day 17. Betadroid with a little antenna backpack on there. I don't know how. Can you focus? Anyway, that's all you're getting because I'm not holding that there long enough for it to focus on it. Because I don't think my voice can hold out. It's dying. Okay. Next up is day 18. Where's day 18? Team 18 is all the way up here at the top. Well, that feels like a big bag. Oh, it's a little, like, spare parts thing. Okay. We get second droid head for whatever reason. Okay, so it's going to be in the front. I was to say, are we missing one? Have we gotten the rare missing Lego piece? Yellow, blue, green, red, and then the little cap parts on there. Gotta put it on right. We should play Lego Star Wars, but like the good Lego Star Wars, the pre-voice acting Lego Star Wars. Because Lego Star Wars and Lego games in general should not have voice acting. It's just not right. Legos are meant to be seen, not heard. And then it gets the 2 chips, except we're gonna be kind of crazy and put the extra chips in there too. And the droid head. Ta-da! And that's day 18. Now we're on to day 19. I almost poked too hard through and hurt my finger. I was gonna stab straight through to my... What is that? It's... oh, it's a mouse droid! I love mouse droids. They're just little security run around make noise dudes, and they're perfect. I did actually like to play... Because in one of the Lego Star Wars games, I'm pretty sure you do get to play, like, there's a mouse droid that you can play as and purchase. And it was kind of fun to zip around as him. I forget which one it was. But there's one of them. They're just little neat dudes that are just trying to clean up trash and clean. Look at that. Look at that cute little dude. He's candy cane colored. If you're so brave as to take a nibble, I bet you he's candy cane flavored too. I don't think I would nibble on a mouse droid though. It's a bit like eating skeever in Skyrim. So that's 20 is next, and then we only have 21 and 22 because we're leaving 23, 24. Oh, it's just a normal super battle droid. They couldn't make a Christmas themed one. Oh wow, those weren't those solid? I remember that being solid. That was a satisfying... Hold on, can I hear that again? Hold on, listen. Ooh, that's a satisfying click. Do you think the arms are going to be that satisfying? I think my thumb kind of muted that one. Here, let's try this one in a different manner. Ooh, yeah. We have a not so Christmas themed super battle droid. Which my mom always just referred to as those headless dudes. Because she couldn't remember super battle. No, necklace dudes. Those necklace dudes. Holy cow. Oh, is that the medical droid? Sort of. Because they don't have... They have heads somewhere on there. They just don't have necks. Which is pretty funny. Oh, is he supposed to be a floating dude? Oh, is this the... This might be the probe droid. Wow. So we got the little stand. You can actually see. Okay, and then it looks like it's this guy under that. Okay, hold on. I have to, like, move stuff around. And then it's arms. Every other. So arm. 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 Then a single nubbin, right? A single nubbin? Yeah, a single nubbin. And then another one of these on top in the same orientation, correct? I hope, I assume, maybe? I don't think there's anything on the bottom of that. And then that, and then a little hat piece. And then these are going to go... There's 3 of those? Yes. Boom. 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 And then we're going to have a red eye in the front. And I guess a black on either side, I believe. Right? Yes. And then it's going to go on its little floaty stand. And it's a little floaty boy. Look at him. He's got his red eye, so you know he's Christmas themed. It's not to look more intimidating. It's just his version of a Christmas sweater. Don't be droidist. We don't accept droidists around here. What are the dogs barking at? They're balking. They're balking? They're balking at the neighbors. Okay. And then last day for today, which is still technically early, and it's a Christmas themed medical droid. Okay, I have to stand that up so I can actually see the instructions. Can I convince you to like hold that guy? Thank you. Okay. Dump that out, and then it's going to be the very groovy piece. Then the little cone. Then the little whole bunch of 90-degree guys. That guy, which looks pea colored on the box. Which I'll very cautiously try and show you in a moment. And then those guys all go on there in the right orientation. And then he gets arms. So he can go around and pick stuff up and be better than a fish. Imagine not having arms. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. And then put his little hat on. Look at him. He's this little medical droid dude. If you've seen one side of him, you've seen all his sides. Alright. Man, someone's gonna have to come in here and clean up all this trash. 'Cause I don't have a maid or butler or anything like that. I should get one. I think that'd be pretty neat, right? Surely they're not that expensive, right? Okay. Let me hide that and ruin everything I have ever done. Okay. Look at, isn't that kind of pea colored to you, chat? Would you describe that as pea? What color would you describe that as? It was a very cute and cozy stream. Oh, don't answer that question, chat. Don't. That was anyway. And I enjoyed the Christmas music. Good. I'm glad someone enjoyed the music I picked. By the way, I had no music this entire time. I've just been listening to the sound of my own voice. That's all I've been listening to because I can't hear the music. Okay. I think that's where we're gonna stop for today because my voice is dying because I haven't streamed in long. It's been too long since I've actually tried to stream for a respectable amount of time. Also, the weather is crazy here. Not crazy, but like it was like clear yesterday and then today happened and it's like stormy and gross out, so of course my voice is in the process of trying to pitch itself off the nearest proverbial bridge. Oh, that's why that's like that. It's because one of the lights fell. So I think we're gonna end. I don't see any beams on, so I think that means we're probably not gonna raid anyone. Even though I perhaps should, but there's someone I really want to raid. So I don't think that I will raid anyone. And I'm just gonna go watch the Nina. Alright, so let's go over here. I thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a blast. I love Legos. Hope you guys enjoyed your stay. Next stream will be tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern US time. I don't think I have anything else. Thank you very much to Rain, Huggy Bear. I believe Dodger was here too, right? Rain, Kleidos, Huggy Bear. Oh, maybe not. Maybe no Dodger. Coolio. Yeah. Rain, Kleidos, Huggy Bear, Coolio. I think that's everyone, right? Question mark? Thank you all very much for stopping by and chatting on the YouTube, as well as Diatens for stopping by and chatting on the Twitch. Thank you guys very much for doing so. Yeah, next stream tomorrow. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.